I think our beloved colleague Sheila Gunn Reid, what does she call her? Oh yeah, the hobgoblin. I speak, of course, of Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland.
Hmm.
She was in Windsor the other day. And Windsor is directly associated with the auto industry. What do you want to bet this had something to do with electrified vehicles? Why don't we run that video and find out for sure?
Other than obviously highlighting and bringing awareness to company that Windsor's very proud of, what was the purpose of this visit here today? Obviously, no real announcements happening today, but what was the reason that you came to Windsor today?
Well, you gave the beginning of the answer in your question. Ricoh is a company that people in Windsor know about and are proud of. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a boost, a little bit of the spotlight and the cameras and the reporters that comes with me being here. I'm also really glad to support a company that is led by a woman. There aren't that many in this sector, and I do think it's important for women leaders to support each other. So I sort of freely and openly admit that was an extra little asterisk and incentive.
Oh, cringe. Drea, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the most basic of basic questions? Namely, why'd you come here today?
Yeah,
And
she couldn't
it,
answer.
yeah, it looked like she was, sabotaged almost. What do you make of that? This is incredible.
It reminds me of if you've ever seen like the clips where there's like Miss Universe and they ask,
Oh, yeah.
how would you solve world peace or whatever, and they just have no clue and they go off and answer like nothing, and you feel more dumb after listening to it. That's what it was like just watching. It's just so awkward. I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to judge, I don't know if there's a health issue going on there. But her mannerisms also look like someone who's enjoying a really good high sometimes. So I don't know what it's
You,
all
you,
about.
you know what? You're so right. I mean, this clip must go back at least 10 years ago, but I don't think it was Miss Universe. It might have been Miss America. But I'm pretty sure it was Miss South Carolina that had an inexplicable answer for the ages. Maybe if one of our producers can dig that up, we can watch it again, because that's timeless. And I know
Yeah.
what you're speaking of.
I
Um,
saw one where they couldn't answer. It was something like, why do you think kids in America don't know all the states or something in the
it,
country?
you're
Is that
right.
the same one?
And you know what? They're so great. Our super producer Olivia and Efren, they've already found the clip. But here's what I think. I mean, she's taken a page out of the Prime Minister, rolling up the shirt sleeves like she's going to start working on one of those engines. Thankfully, you couldn't tell from that clip. She's wearing blue jeans. And I think that's Christia's signal that, yeah, I'm getting down with the blue
Yeah.
collar folks, And listen, we
Yeah.
here at Rebel are so happy she's wearing blue jeans as opposed to a dress 3 sizes too small. That way we don't have to do the blue dot to disguise any kind of wardrobe malfunction. And no, folks, I do not jest when I speak of that. But yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm sorry, Drea, maybe I'm a male chauvinist, but I'm so beyond the sex of the person running the company. I believe in a meritocracy. I don't care about your sex, your religion, your ethnicity, where you're from, where you grew up. I want you to be successful and running a fantastic national or multinational company, creating jobs for other Canadians. Why is she going on about the fact that it's a woman-run company? Why should we care in this day and age?
Because it's always like insert woke cue right now. Like that's
Yeah.
how the liberals are. Like that's how Trudeau is. They always have to make everything about it. Premier David Evy's very much like that. We've seen it over and over. They want to tie everything that they're talking about with some sort of moral code so that if you're a good person, you have to agree with what they're saying. I think that's what it is anyways. They're trying to connect on the heartstrings so that you
So-
just nod your head.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's virtue signaling, it's wokeism. I
Yeah.
bet you Chrystia Freeland and other liberals are going through their Rolodex. Do we have an openly trans person running a company? We'll do a
Exactly.
press conference there.
And it's being said by one of the most powerful women in Canada, like, you know, like we're this country where women can't succeed, you know.
100%. And by the way, guys, do we have Miss South Carolina impersonating Chrystia Freeland? We do? All right. Check out this. This is what Drea was referring to, folks.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
You know
Someone's
what
gonna
always
mash the
kills me?
two up together.
If you play that clip a few seconds longer, there's actually a smattering of applause. What are you people applauding? You know, and by the way,
goodness.
have you ever heard Americans referred to as U.S. Americans? I mean, isn't that kind of redundant?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.